Hey there, my fellow jewelry enthusiasts. Welcome to my channel, Memory Lane by Marie, and I'm Marie. If this is your first time joining me, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning visitor, welcome to my channel. I am so glad to have you here. If you find that you continuously come back and watch videos and find some inspiration, won't you consider hitting like and subscribe? As we all are trying to grow our channels, I would appreciate that so kindly. What's on the agenda for today, you guys, is a little bit of sharing from our favorite beading subscription, Bargain Bead Box. And so during this time with the pandemic and all, I have not been able to get to my subscriptions the way I wanted to, but I've been making a concerted effort to try to get to them lately. And so with the collaboration that I was asked to host, I guess, if you will, with my Give Me 5 series using the $1 bead box beads, that's been pushing me to make sure that I get something out every month, at least with that. But in doing so, kind of got my creative juices flowing, and so I went back to some of my bargain bead boxes that I hadn't had an opportunity to either touch or finish. And so I'm going to be sharing a few pieces with you today from March's bargain bead box. It was called Celtic Inspirations, and some pieces from, I believe it was January 2021's bargain bead box, and it was called Roses Are Pink. So I have a few pieces that I'm going to share with you today from those two boxes, and I hope you enjoy or are inspired. So let's get into it. First up. First up, I have a simple earring and necklace set. We're not going to quibble over if it's Celtic or Celtic, Latin or English. I may say both, but we all know what we're talking about. So with that being said, this first pair of earrings, very simple. I believe these were, you're going to have to forgive me because I did not do the unboxing. That's one of the benefits of doing the unboxing online with you guys, going through the bags, seeing what pieces are in which numbered bag. But I didn't do that because I just dove in and started working. But if I get it wrong, charge it to my head and not my heart. But these pieces, I believe, are the Dara knot drop links. But if not, they are knots. They are links. And so what I've done is I've taken some flat back gems that I have in my stash, and I just added it the color green, because that is our theme, of course, with this being the box for March and St. Patrick's Day. And so I added just some flat back gems to the center of these links, added them to an ear wire, and there you have a very simple pair of earrings. And I like them. I like all types of jewelry, but nothing can beat a just really simple pair. And even if it's not March, right, for green. Green is a very pretty color, I believe, for summer and spring and summer. To accompany this, I have created an equally simple necklace using this, believe it was, let's see, a pendant. Maybe it is that is the one with the donuts, right? So 2-piece Celtic knot donut with the loop. And I have done the same application in adding some smaller flat back gems to some of the openings so that it is a good companion to these. And I just added this loop to some chain. As a matter of fact, it was the chain that was included in the box, which I believe was some textured chain. Yeah, it was some textured steel chain, right? lead free, nickel free as always with Bargain Bead Box as much as possible. And so yeah, that is my first set. Again, just a simple pair. The flatback gems were added, of course, with E6000, and that is very sturdy. I've yet to have used it, and what I've used it for, the items have, or components have come off. So that's 1 and 2, I guess, or a first set. Next up, another simple application using what looks like jade, you guys. Very pretty, but it's aventurine. And so here in this simple pair of earrings, I've used those green aventurine teardrop pendants. Those are here. And I've added the hand carved green aventurine leaf beads just for a double beaded earring. Added it to some ear wire. Very simple, classic. Probably can go in the store and find some similar to this. Doesn't negate how pretty they are. I love jade. I actually have a set, a bracelet. I think it's the entire set. Bracelet, necklace, and earrings. Jade, and I love to wear it. It's very, even though it's green, it comes across very neutral, and a lot of, in some cultures, believe it's good luck. And so I enjoy wearing it, and so that was what I immediately thought of when I saw these. Just another application or another way to wear what looks like jade instead of the one that I already have. And so here, just a simple pair of earrings. And again, another simple application using the aventurine focal. And I'm always excited to see what focals come with Bargain Bead Box. But this one, just simple, matches these perfectly. I knew right away that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted something simple. I don't do weaving, but I knew I didn't want to beat around it. I just wanted, something very simple to go with these earrings. I like, as I said, I like all types of jewelry, but most days going into work, I would wear something simple unless I was just in the mood for something, statement. And I do have statement jewelry, and I have made statement jewelry. But here, I've just been inspired with some simple applications. And I just think the pieces call out for them in some simplicity. I have some ideas up my sleeve for other pieces that may be a little bit more statement worthy. But everybody doesn't wear statement jewelry. Some people like the conservative, simple applications, and I can say that I like them as well. So again, numbers 3 and 4, if you will, or set 2, using March's Bargain Bead Box for 2021. The name of it again was Celtic Inspirations. Most of the beads in there were some form of green or another, and we had the silver findings. And so that is number 2 on my offerings, you guys, as a set. Next up, you guys, if you watch my channel any at all, you'll know that I am more of an earring bracelet fan. And so here I've made a 3 bracelet stretch bracelet stack using some of those wonderful beads from March's Bargain Bead Box. Now, I do remember when I got this coin bead kind of threw me, and I'm like, what in the world? But I think it turned out to be a nice focal on this bracelet. Again, this is a stack. I usually like to wear stretch bracelets in 3s or 4s. And likewise, when I make memory wire bracelets, I love bracelets that, you can put on and take off on your own. But I like a nice stack. Combine them with your regular chain jewelry or other bracelets that you made. But I think this one turned out really well. This coin bead serving as a focal. Use one of those knot charms to hang off of here. These beads here, of course, are those agate beads that we received. And then in between, we have some of those, what were they called? We received probably about I'll have to look. They are some type of, they're not the class, spacers, swirl rope spacer beads. So we received 50 of those. And so I paired this coin bead with these agate beads with these swirl spacer beads, and got this cute little bracelet, which I plan to combine with this bracelet. I love, as far as charms go, I love locks and keys. And so this key came from my stash. And these, of course, are those crystal rondelle beads in teal green champagne. And then, of course, these, I brought in some, these are chip beads from my stash. I love these as well. I like the variations in color, and I just placed them between some of those larger, those larger agate rounds. And so the three of them together make a very pretty stack of bead stretch bracelets, and I think they would go well with anything. One thing that's very trendy these days is wearing camouflage, and I like it. I like to girl it up with pink and red and other colors. And so when I do that, now I have some pretty green jewelry to wear with it, unless someone contacts me and I end up selling it or giving it away as a gift, which often happens with things that I plan to keep. But I like that. And those are my offerings for March's bargain bead box for 2021. I just made a few pieces from there because I wanted to just get my hands in there and work on some things. And then, as I stated at the top of the video, I also made a few pieces from January's 2021's bargain bead box. And that, I believe the title of that one was Roses Are Pink. And so let's look at what I made with those beads. Okay, ladies, so first up, this is again, classically simple. I think classically simple in spring and summer, but this is classically simple. Of course, the findings for this month were rose gold, and so we received some rose gold chain. We received rose gold findings. Again, I cannot find my index, my shipment identification key for this month, but I do remember some of the names from watching some videos. So if I don't recall the name, you guys just enjoy the jewelry. That being said, this first necklace, I really like it because I really think these little flowers here, these bell flowers and magenta, I believe they were pressed glass, just the cutest little things, very feminine, very appropriate for the season. Again, they remind me of some flowers that we received from Dollar Bead Box, similar to this, but those were, I believe, they were not glass. They were maybe porcelain, or I don't remember the material, but they were more, they looked more porcelain. The colors were more vibrant and not glass, as these are translucent. But these little bell flowers are just adorable. The color is magenta, and I just created a little, a little pair here in between these links. Now, I don't remember exactly what they were called, but I know they are links, and I know they are in rose gold, and I think they look just absolutely adorable paired with these bell flowers. For a companion pair of earrings, I took the same application, used those links, added a pair of those bell flowers to the bottom for the dangle. Of course, we received some head pins, and they are the little bald head pins, and they fit right in the middle of the flower to give it the little, the little middle part of those flowers. I believe they might be called styluses in some flowers, and in some flowers rather. And I think this just goes really well together. Again, classically simple. Love that, especially for spring and summer. So that's the first offering from my creations with the Roses Are Pink from January 2021. Let's see what's next, you guys. So here, you guys, we have a pair of earrings. They kind of stand alone, maybe. I believe they would go very nicely with the necklace that I just previously showed you. But I did not create a separate necklace for them. And these are those scrolled chandelier findings. And I did not use any of the holes to dangle anything. I used some flat back gems that I had with a variation shades of pinks and magentas, if you will, even like some little faux pearl colors on the end, because I just really like the scroll work inside of them. You can see little hearts and things if you look closely, and I kind of just wanted that to stand out and not have any dangles on it. It also had this little drop right here, and I added a flat back gem there as well. And so again, just a standalone pair of earrings if you want them to be that way. But I do think that they would go nicely with the necklace with the bell flowers that I just shared with you. And so that's the second pair of earrings that I made using Roses Are Pink. Let's see what's next. Next up, you guys, is that beautiful rose quartz pendant. I'm sure when everybody received it, they thought it was pretty. It was large. And what I decided to do with it was take it and glue it to this larger pendant that we received in the box. And again, simple has been the operative word here for these creations. These little rice pearl beads, these actually come from, what is that, April's. I believe they come from April's bargain bead box, which I'm actually working on now. So I'll be uploading a video soon using some beads from April's bargain bead box. And those had some beautiful shades of purple and lilacs and things of such. But again, another simple application. Used 2 of the focals that were sent. I'm always excited to see what the focals are in bargain bead box. Oftentimes they're so pretty to me, I just like to showcase them. But I have at times combined them with others or used multiple in an application. And so this is that case where this is one focal and this is a separate focal. And so here on the edges, I just added a small cluster of those rice beads. I believe they were called freshwater pearl rice beads, and just added a cluster to either side of them and created a companion pair of earrings using those rose quartz flower beads. I believe they said they were hand carved, but again, I lost my shipment identification key, and I'm going off of memory of some of you guys' videos. And I added a couple of those freshwater pearl rice beads to the earrings as well, so that it was kind of harmonious. You know, it picks up the rice beads from here, they're in the earrings. I really love these little flowers here. They remind me of the ones that we received, those check glass ones that we received from Dollar Bead Box. And so again, this is just another set using those Roses Are Pink from January 2021. And I think that turned out nicely, a nice cohesive set. I like to make sets when I can, but again, as I stated before, I am more of an earring and bracelet type of girl. I will be more inclined to make earrings and bracelets before I actually make a necklace. I'm typically wearing something simple, a chain. I love keys and locks and butterflies, and so it will be nothing to see me with just a regular gold chain with a butterfly on it, or music notes. Outside of jewelry, my other passion is music. I love music, love. Before the pandemic, you could find me at several concerts throughout the year. So you'll see me with just a simple chain with music notes on it, or a heart, or a butterfly, or a lock and lock and key. And so that's why I'm more of a bracelet and earring type girl. But every now and then, you know, I'll find some set that I like. It really, sets off what I'm wearing. And so I enjoy having a very pulled together style of dress. And so having sets like this help. And so that is my third contribution. This is the second set. So there was the first necklace and, necklace and earrings with the bellflowers and the links. Of course, using the rose gold components, these very same links here. And then I created the pair of earrings using those scrolled chandelier findings where I didn't hang anything off of them. I covered the holes with my flat back gems and kind of like an ombre almost from light to dark on those chandelier hose. Did not dangle anything off of them. And then of course this is my third offering, another set using this gorgeous rose quartz flower pendant, and then of course these rose quartz flower beads. Love, love, love them. Just very pretty. Very satisfied with this. Next up, you guys. Again, last but not least, what could I leave without showing you again? A pretty little stack of stretch bracelets. Again, love stretch bracelets. Love memory wire bracelets. I believe stretch bracelets were probably some of the first things that many of us made, but I think they are timeless. I don't think they're ever going to go anywhere. Even my daughter likes them. And so here I have a stack of 3. Of course, I am using several of the beads that came in this month's, which would be January's bargain bead box. And so on this one, I believe these are some rose quartz beads. Don't quote me, ladies and gents, but I do know that these are the freshwater pearl rice beads, the same ones that are used here, and I borrowed them from April's bargain bead box, which I am currently working on as well, and we'll be uploading a video using some of those beads soon. And so this is just a combination of pearls and rose quartz here. Again, the addition of those gorgeous crystal bicones. These are in vintage peach, and they look, just very pretty against the other pink tones in here. So these, of course, are the bicones. We received these little spacer beads in the box as well. Those are in rose gold. And I love these gorgeous beads right here. These are some rondelles. I believe they were called pink jade, and of course you can see that AB finish. I love an AB finish, love a rondelle. I just think that's very pretty. And of course I just used one of those links here as a dangle on it. Don't always have to do dangles, but they're cute, and they are a good way to, depending on the size of the beads that you're using, if you don't want to use one of those bells that have the hook on it so that you can add a dangle or something. There are some beads that have the hook on the attachment on it, and you can use those as well. But if you don't want to, using a collection of jump rings and adding a link or a charm is another good way to hide the knot if you have to. And so here I use the rose gold bead caps, again with those crystal bicones and that pink jade, no, the crystal bicones and the vintage peach. And they just go so well together, and I love them as a cute little stack. Of course, they could go with any of the pieces that I've made using these beads from Roses Are Pink. And I really enjoyed making those. Again, stretch bracelets, memory wire bracelets, some of my favorite things to make. I don't think they're ever going to go out of style. As long as there are independent women or people who have problems with their fingers, or they're always going to be in style. And they can be very dependent on the quality of the materials. They can be something as simple as the ones that little kids make with letters that spell their name, with pony beads. They can, you know, be as high as, you know, whatever quality bead that you're using. The fact that it's stretch material doesn't, you know, take away from the fact that these can be some really beautiful bracelets. And so I really enjoy a stretch bracelet. And I just really like the idea of being able to get them on and off quickly. So here are some pieces from, again, that collection of beads that we received from January 2021. So those are those scrolled chandelier findings again, where I didn't use them as chandelier findings at all. I just really like that scroll work inside and didn't want to detract from it too much. I like the little ombre effect of the pink, flat back gems. And again, I love these cute little bell flowers that I used here on this necklace with those links. And so that is January. And let me go and bring, if it will all fit in the frame, go and bring up some of those pieces from March's Celtic inspiration, where most of the beads were green. And again, here's another stack that I shared earlier. Love that. Really like it to be about 4, but 3 is good too. And of course, we have, you know, so many stretch bracelets. I know I do have so many stretch bracelets, so many memory wire bracelets that if I only made 3 here, I'm sure I have 2 or 3 somewhere else that will fit nicely and totally set off whatever colors are here or complement them in some way. So here's that other stack using the green colors from March. Again, this beautiful pendant in aventurine, gorgeous. Love that. Don't know. We'll see if they all fit in frame, you guys. But again, in those cute earrings using those other aventurine teardrop pendants, the smaller ones that I used to make those simple application of earrings here. And of course the knots, whether they are the Dara knots or not, that's what I'm going to call them because I did not unbox it to remember which bag they came out of. So here are those. Just use flat back gems again, and just another simple application. So yes, simple application was the operative word for this collection, that I was able to sit down and get some quiet time and enjoy some time away from work to do something that I enjoy. And again, these are my offerings from January 2021, Roses Are Pink, and March 2021, Celtic Inspiration. I believe I already uploaded February. I don't know how I did February and then did not do January. Maybe I just was drawn to the colors that came February for Bargain Bead Box. But that being said, you guys, this is it. Hope you like it. Hope you found some inspiration in the simplicity and the classic application of some of these beads today. And if you enjoyed this video, consider giving me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you have not done so already. As always, you guys, thank you, and have a great day. Stay positive, stay safe.